century. And 1998 was the warmest year, superior by 0.6 comparing to 1988. 2011 was also the warmest year even registered. Up to 2100, all the reports done, they predict that 8 degrees will raise everywhere. The sea level, which is very important, will raise from 9 centimeters up to 88 centimeters. That's meaning in 2100, some cities will not exist anymore. We will not know them, we will not see them. We do consider that it is one of the most natural disasters affecting our hospitality industry, together with terrorism act, weather and natural disaster like tsunami, health crisis, and diseases. We do believe also at IHRA that indirectly several human factors did contribute to this disaster of climate change, as the gas emission, transportation with fuel consumption, and high emission of CO2, deforestation, and the destruction of the coral in ocean and seas. As I said yesterday, a lot of people like to sit down and do chit-chat, protocols, summits, declaration, meetings. All governments multiply promises, but application of concrete measures are absent. Several initiatives are developed by local and international agencies like UNEP, UNWTO, and organizations worldwide in a very modest way, as the issue is very big. We have to conciliate environment and tourism with respect to the environment, as well as associate the local human factor. This is very important, to projects that will assure them a better life and assure travelers and tourists to think otherwise than their own leisure. How this issue of climate change will affect us. Water in ocean will rise, temperature will rise, snow cover of the planet will be reduced, rainfall will change its season, and it will decline. The Mediterranean basin countries will suffer from water problem and from tourism arrival at the middle of this century. The northern part of Europe will enjoy the climate change with rise of the heat, and the North Sea coastal area will be the new Riviera, not anymore the Côte d'Azur. Greece, Spain, Italy will have a very dramatically consequences, as more than 100 million of tourists, which represent the 1/8 of the total world tourists today, spend their vacation at these countries. All Levant country and Gulf area will suffer too. We did contribute, we never have to forget that, we did contribute to this situation. Air condition is very important. We cannot survive without air condition. Some countries decide to give Nobel Prize to the gentleman who created the air condition. But the air condition is responsible for 50% of the energy consumption in all hotels worldwide. And we cannot survive without air conditioning. Can you? No. What are the solutions for the hospitality industry? First, public awareness. Public awareness is the most important things. When I ask people 1 + 1 equal to what? Can you ask me? Can you answer me 1 + 1 equal to what? That's good. This is a great answer. 1 + 1 equal to 11. Public awareness is very important, to talk around us, talk in our family, talk in our school, talk everywhere. This is very important. Join our effort through our association worldwide. It's very important, because together we can make the difference. Reduce our energy consumption. You will tell me how it's difficult. We will tell you how. Recycle our waste. This is very important, to recycle our waste. If you go to Egypt today, Egypt has a large program in Sinai and on the Red Sea to create hotels. They don't have water. They oblige every single hotels in Sinai, in Sharm el-Sheikh, that everybody knows the name, or in Hurghada, to have a factory there to recycle the water for culture of green palms or grass. This is very, because they don't have nice water to drink there. They have just the sea and the desert, period. We need to adopt a new technology for energy and incorporate all what they have been created of reducing climate factors in tourism projects, plan, management, policy in our hospitality industry. We have to reduce the greenhouse emissions, mitigating the increased cost of energy by doing a carbon trading. This is important. Diversifying our source of energy. Use solar energy, for example. Reinforcing the coastal infrastructure. Encouraging building eco-hotels. Reduce carbon footprint. A new star is born in 2011. IHRA came with a program called the Emerald. As you know, United Nations Foundation in 2007 decided to take 26 organizations and to think about the criteria for sustainable development in the hospitality industry. They start for 1 or 2 months, and then they discover they are all NGO, not one. They have UNEP and WTO, but not one representing the hospitality industry. In 2007, they invited us. IHRA came, and by chance, it was me. I stayed with this program for 6 months to define 100 criteria for the hospitality industry. We did present the project in 2008 to the Ban Ki-moon, to the UN Secretary, and it was adopted by the United Nations. Today, in 2012, we are still working to do the second version of that, and we took with us a lot of other hotelier chain that in 2007 or 8 did not thought about it. Now they are interested about it. And I would like, by the way, to congratulate ITC, who just talked. This was the first hotel chain that I knew 25 years ago. They decided to do something about the sustainable development, and this is, I am proud, and India should be proud, that ITC was the first hotel chain to be interested in that. Yes. Now, we create this 100 criteria for sustainable development, and when it came to me, I decided to ease it to our sector. Now, you have a lot of people who are certifying it. Green Globe, Globe Green, Green Earth, Earth Green. All of them now, they love the word green. Well, they find it that the green for the Green Globe look like the green dollars. That's why they want to charge $10,000, $15,000, $7,000 is green, and that's why Green Globe is. Dollar is green, that's why Green Earth is. Everybody now is fashionable green. That's the word. We took the 100 criteria that we did for the criteria for the sustainable development, and we decide that all hoteliers in the world, member or not, should adopt a policy for that. Now, 100 criteria is too difficult to do. Then we decide to divide that into 3 categories. And we did something very nice because we are hotelier, and for the hotelier, we said 50%, half of this criteria, we grant that can be done by all hotels existing without costing them 1 penny. Without paying 1 penny, they can do 50% of this criteria. And we will give them 1 emerald. If they realize between 50 to 75, they got 2 emerald. Over 75, is getting 3 emerald. Why it's important for hotelier worldwide to start to be certified? The consumers is getting educated. The consumers worldwide is getting educated. And slowly but surely, the consumer, when he's asking his travel agent, or he goes through the computer, he look at the hotel who has a policy about sustainable development. They start to be educated and they are interested by that. This is why we have to be on the first, because always the consumer is our bread in our hotel industry, and we have to adapt our hotels to his needs. We cannot oblige our consumers to take what we want to give it to him, because today he has a choice to take. Then he will say, I don't go there, I will go there. And this is truly very important. I don't want to go through the details of the sustainability and how we do that. I just want to give you an idea about it and to know about it, and that's all. Before finishing, I want to talk about one issue very fast. The criteria, the 100 criteria, are divided in 4 different, in our opinion, 4 different sectors. The first one is the sustainable management. The second one, the social and economical benefits. Third one, and this is important, cultural heritage. This is important, and India should understand that, because this is a country that is rich in cultural heritage. And at the last but not least, environment. I am not going to explain all that. It will take me hours, and I see that you had a very good lunch at Lila. You look tired, all of you. I will be glad to give the talk to my colleague Predrag, who is talking about our program evolution. I am ready to answer any question that you may have. Thank you very much.
Honorable guests, members, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Aidi didn't need the presentation of his name because most of you know him, but let me introduce myself. My name is Predrag Bozovic. I work for the company, it's my company called Box Media Group, and I would like to bring the honorable gentleman and show him something as a trick, because he did a trick on me. Actually, you have my card already, so let's stand up here, please. So his trick was about the box that I can't open. My trick is that my business card is the box. So shall we show them how it works? Yeah. Okay. If you pull it, let it go. There you go. Now we're 1-1. Thank you. Let me talk to you about the Sustainable Hospitality IHRA 2020 project. The race to shape the sustainability standards will transform the competitive landscape and the social and environmental practices of companies in hotel industry. Clear need for introduction of the industry-wide framework that allows for uniform measurement of the sustainable performance. So what is the problem? The hospitality industry is facing increasing demands for disclosure on sustainability and carbon from guests, event planners, and corporate clients. Did you know that only the less than 5% of hotels disclose carbon emissions, while on the other side, 80% and more of the world's largest corporations now have policies requiring suppliers to disclose? The industry facing rising energy bills and increased resource costs. In a recent hotel survey conducted for a client, we found that over 90% of hoteliers placing energy saving as their highest priority for 2012. It's even above higher room occupancy. There are now over 400 measurement and certification programs in the world. It's very confusing and costly for hotels. So what is the solution? An industry-driven program driven by hoteliers at the national level as a part of the global program. A disclosure and management solution driven by IHRA program and its members that includes current global reporting guidelines. A solution created from hoteliers to hoteliers. History has shown that where industry failed to self-regulate, government bodies do it for them. So what is the business module? IHRA has researched, and all the solutions, they propose the evolution as the solution. The system will be made available in multiple language versions to support the national programs, and data points and question sets can be modified to reflect national priorities. What is the technology? The system will be accessible via the dedicated IHRA Sustainable Hospitality 2020 web portal, and it's web-based. There is no need to install software, and system will track every entry to support easy verification of data. The system data has data from 150 countries and delivers custom reporting at the hotel and national level. It is fast and runs on a gaming speed technology. So what is the marketing? The IHRA has appointed Box Media Group and Carbon Responsible of UK. We already worked on a major project together with the United Nations World Tourism Organization, with the United Nations Foundation as well. Both groups have worked on a similar project in the past and have the technical and marketing expertise to deliver a global program. The National Association will promote the program to their hoteliers. And I'm glad that Mr. Barreau is here, because I would like to talk to him later on about getting what we say as my company called Box Group. And most people come and talk to me and they say, do you think outside the box? And I say, no, I think inside. Because before you go and think outside, you need to make sure that everything is how it should be inside the box. Now, I had a fantastic opportunity 4 years ago to go to meet an honorable gentleman who had a very good motto of his life to say, think big, think fast, and act now. Now, act now is something that what we need to do, and that comes from the gentleman called Captain Air. So I think the India has a fantastic opportunity to lead the program, and I'll discuss with FHRAI about the details, how we can implement that as soon as possible. On the many local national reporting and certification programs, none has true global reach. Many are costly and require hotels to place their data into a closed system where only the program manager can access. Hotels need instant access to their own data and to control their own business, not for others to do so. So what is the projections and milestones? The plan is to have, and we aim, for 10 associations and 3,000 hotels in the system by the time of the April conference, which is the annual 50th Congress of the IHRA in 2013. The IHRA's April conference of the program will reach out for the global acceptance by the IHRA membership. It will aim to become the largest hotel disclosure program in the world by the end of 2013. With over 15,000 hotels in the system. All hotels in the system will qualify for direct marketing of their property via the IHRA Sustainable Hotel Marketing Program and dedicated sustainable green hotel sales portals operated by main GDS and hotel marketing companies. It is expected, you will like that the hoteliers will receive bookings for over 1 million room nights by the end of 2013 through these routes. So the summary. For several years, sustainability and disclosure by hotels has been increasing in its importance. Now it's the time to address the challenges created by the most sustainably focused world in which hospitality is a key player. The proposed program will deliver the right results and support greater vibrancy for national associations.
How many people are here today? 200, that's good. If you multiply that by 10, that's already 2,000 tonight. We know about it. By tomorrow, maybe 20,000. This is what I'm talking about, public awareness. And I'm very happy to see that. Thank you very much.